if someone's say listening to this and is thinking, I want to make a mockumentary, how would I go about it? What would be
Um,
some advice you would give?
Depending on whether you decide whether you want to write it or improv it. If you're going to improv it, um, to me, every scene should have like 5 bullet points of like because you want you essentially you not to quote Barton Fink, but you want to draw a map essentially. Have you seen Barton Fink? Clips on YouTube.
Oh,
You want to draw a map essentially, but you want to draw the outlines of a map. You want to draw your house and a castle, so you know that they want to get to the castle, but how they get there is kind of by the by. Um, don't be afraid of shots that are maybe a pinch overexposed or a pinch out of focus. There comes so much freedom of like cameras floating. And I would recommend shooting multicam because if you are super duper duper worried that you're not going to get your coverage, like what we had George and Marta, I'd say George was doing more out there experimental kind of stuff, and Marta was shooting very kind of standard mid shots, like pure coverage. We're always going to have a take of this that works, especially when
mm,
you're doing improv because stuff can happen in the moment. Like you might that moment might be really hard to capture again. Like there's a shot where Leon, the guy that plays Atlas, squeezes a juice box very strong, and his straw shoots out the top in a very funny way, and it's funny in that take, and the take before it, it's not funny. I don't know why. Don't know why. There's the one take where that particular squeeze and that particular straw shooting out. It's just very funny. Like so, yeah. Like, don't if you are really worried about not getting coverage, just have a coverage cam basically. This has been advice to every filmmaker that be super open to the idea of collaboration. Like, especially if you're super duper independent filmmaker like me. Like I said, I nominate myself as director. That doesn't make me any more special than anybody ever. Like, I think we literally the world would be better if everyone was a pinch more open to collaborating and listening to other people's ideas. Like, and if someone wants to do a take on something, just do it. Like, why not? Like it like to especially if you're doing a comedy, like on like in the scene that you helped us out with, Jeff, there was what, like 15 people on set. Where do I get off thinking that I'm funnier than 14 other people combined? Like, where does anyone get off being like, oh, compared to everyone else in this room, my skill on this is the best. And maybe sometimes you will shoot down an idea, or you may, well, but just give everyone a second, give everyone a chance, because like the dialogue that was improvised by the people was funnier than anything I could have thought of. And it's weird to think that I directed those people or co-directed those people, like pushed them in the right direction, told them who they were and how to be. And actually there's your piece of advice, Jeff. Cast it well. Oh my God, cast it so well. Also, don't be afraid saying while saying cast it well. If you're doing a documentary essentially, so you want it to be real, I kind of always in my work, but especially in this, use a lot of like non-actors. Like, who's better at being a real person than a real person? Like Jeff, you're in it and you have a line. You're not
mm.
an actor per se, are you? Like, you if you write your business card, would actor be point number one?
No.
No, exactly. But your performance is really naturalistic because you're just a guy in a room. Like, you are trying. This is meant to be real. So get real people.
Actors
Like,
aren't people. You heard it here
no,
first, folks.
actors are not people. They're above people.